I think we're live. Yeah. Hey guys. Grand Rising. Hope you guys are all doing good. I don't know if it showed me up in the notifications or not, but if you'll get the live, you'll get the live notification. Um, I had heard some names in my dream. It was really in my sleep. I can't even tell you what I was dreaming about, but I was hearing conversations, I was hearing names. At least when I hear the names, I try to wake up and write that down. Or like if I get certain information that just sounds significant, any sort of knowledge, I'll be trying to write that down. Or wake up and type it like, oh my gosh, I don't want to forget this, because I will if I don't wake up and type it a lot of time. And so I heard the name Chrissa, also known as Chrissy or something like that. For sure it was Chrissa, also known as Chrissy. And I heard the name Marjorie or something. It's two women for sure. One of them's name's Chrissa or Chrissy, and the other one's name is Marjorie or Marjorie. Like if it's not Mar, it's Ma, but it's Jury, Marjorie. And I heard these names. I just don't know who you are. Who are you? Right? I don't know who they are. I feel like there's somebody. What's Chris's zodiac sign? Chrissa. I hope I'm on target. What would people know Chris's zodiac sign to be, spirit? This woman, Chrissa. What would people know her zodiac sign to be? There's something I do with Chrissa and Marjorie. What would people know Chris's zodiac sign to be? Chrissa, I heard something about Chrissa pulling up somewhere. Like that's Chrissa pulling up. Chrissy's pulling up. What would people know Chrissy or Chris's zodiac sign to be? A Capricorn. Okay, so is that the same Capricorn? That's the actress connected to the film director. I don't know if it's the Virgo. I think it's a Virgo man. He does film directing. No, yes he does. It's Chris. It's Chrissa, and she was in the movie. She like the Pisces girl, and she also connected to Missy Elliott from a past life. And she was connected to the Aries man who be trafficking people. No, yes, she was, and she's a chocolate girl. She's a Capricorn. In the show, her father and her were sleeping together, and she hated her mom because she loved her father. She was in love with her father, and she abused her mom. And it was connected to yeah, the producer, the film director. He was a Virgo, and then there was a Gemini that did a commercial. He filmed a commercial right after that. When she got off um, set, all of a sudden you see Michael B. Jordan. No, yes, you do. In the commercial, it was in my dream. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know who she is. That's her name is Chrissa. She's the Capricorn, and she's the one. You're like, yeah. I was wondering what her name was. It's Chrissa. You're like, yeah, that's her. Ace of Swords. And I saw Ivory in that dream, Big Ivory. And no, yeah, yeah, Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're done. Okay. So somebody here know her. She's an actress. Her name's Chrissa. Right. Good beside you. And no, yes, she is. Good to Leo. And Aries. She works with a Virgo film director. With the Gemini, Leo. All right. Aries. All right. Okay. And so, yeah, that's her. Ace of Swords. She was being trafficked though. I know she was being trafficked by the Aries man. You know, like yeah. It's an Aries man she been being trafficked by, and I don't know his name. I don't know his name, but I know she being trafficked by an Aries man that's connected to trafficking Missy Elliott and also people out here. The Aries man. You're like yeah. And and no, yeah, I was going to school with her in the past life. So she's a Capricorn. Her name's Chrissa. Who is she connected to? That's connected to me, Spirit Chrissa. All right, but she's significant. The Capricorn. You're like, Chrissa. I've been looking for her name. It's Chrissa. I was trying to figure that out. Who is she? A Virgo. Okay, a Virgo. Yeah. Who else? Who is she connected to that's connected to me? For her to be significant. Chrissa. Chrissa. A Libra. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. I don't know. Is it a Libra woman? A Libra man? It's a Libra. Is it a Libra woman? A Libra man? I don't have a problem with the Capricorn. She don't look like she has a problem either. Like, there's nothing wrong with her. I just know she's being trafficked by the Aries. This Aries man that's connected to Cali and all type of stuff. And I know whoever she works with, that Virgo film producer, he's a part of it. You're like, with an Aquarius. That story sounded familiar. That story sounded like a story in my dreams. Good to Leo, Taurus, Cancer, Gemini. So no, all right, we're done. Somebody fucking on their father. Okay, wait. All right. He. Excuse my language. Okay. I gotta be good. Okay, wait. So is it Libra man, Libra woman? That's what we're trying to figure out. Like, I don't know. It's the Libra man. It's the emperor. The emperor. All right. Somebody who's turned their back on the family. Somebody. Good the Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Somebody who's afraid of the family. Turn their back on the family. Don't tell them. All right. Ace of Swords, Libra. Good Libra, Taurus. Okay. Is the Libra man a color? No. Yes, it is Libra. It's you, the man who's connected to my trafficking, my mom and my dad, my family. Could the Scorpio? Okay. That's the link. You found it. You figure it out. Could the Libra? Is you Libra? Why are you scared? So it's a man who turned their back on the family. You're like, yeah. All right. Don't ask him nothing. He doesn't want to talk about it. You're like, no. He feels like he's right, we're wrong. All right. So he's gonna ignore us, right? Turning his back on us. Like, what is that, Libra? Okay. Could somebody who's asking you questions, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, the world, Capricorn. So it's him, Cappy. You hear me, Chrissa? You like, yeah, that's a solution. Yeah, Chrissa. Yeah. Could the Taurus, Sagi, Ace Taurus. So it's him, Chrissa. I see you're getting information. You're like, I'll go deeper. So she gonna watch this, Chrissa. She gonna go deeper. Capricorn, right? He's done. All right, Christian. You're like, yeah. He thought we didn't know each other in the past. I told you I had dreams of us going to school together. All right. I was the little Leo. Okay. So it's not confusing. He's a part of it. You're like, yeah. He works with the Aries man. They're friends. You're like, yeah. Okay, that's your confirmation. To the Scorpio. All right. So he's gonna turn his back on you for asking him questions. Ace of Swords. Could the Cancer. Oh my gosh. The community wants to know. Could the Aries side you, the children, could the Leo. Alright. So we want to know, grandpa, the fuck. Somebody here do. Could the Virgo, Aries, Gemini. Somebody has questions, granddad. Alright. So you gotta figure him out. You're like, yeah. I gotta go. I can't do this. Who? Okay, who's Margie? Uh, who's Marjorie? Could the Leo Aries? Who? Margaret is Marjorie. Okay, Marjorie. All right. So yeah, go deeper on the Libra men. So she's my link to the Libra men. The trafficker. You're like, yeah, 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 yeah. He's how we're connected. It's interesting to me, Libra. You're like, no, yes, it is Libra. It's very significant. Could we do it with the Taurus, Scorpio? All right. So he's scared because she knows you. You don't get scared. The Libra, you're like, yeah, he's scared of you, Chrissy. All right. Chrissa, you like, yeah. Something got to do with people out in my state, from my city. You're like, yeah, I saw them too. It's these two guys. I used to date them when I was in like middle school. A little girl. You're like, yeah. We laugh. I was a little girl, a little cutie patootie. I dated these little caramel light skinned guys, nothing too serious, but I really did like them. I had a lot of love for them. They were my boyfriend. And so the boyfriend, yeah, they came up in my dreams. I'm like, why am I dreaming of them? I saw somebody else. I saw somebody else too, and I haven't seen this person since they were a kid. And I could see them in this vision type shit. It was like I was dreaming, but it was a vision. I feel like this dude, cause I see them as an adult, and I was like, I ain't seen his kids, but I see how he grew up, and he was so, like, and attractive. His stupid spirit, he was attracted. Huh? He was attracted to me. But he was older. He grew up. He wasn't a kid no more. I seen this niggas do like elementary type shit. You're like, it was like that. It scared me. I was like, why am I dreaming people? But because whoever Chrissa is, whoever she's, like I said, the Aries and this Libra man, the Libra is a part of the setup out here in Washington. And because I told you it's connected to my parents. And that's connected to Washington. Like, yeah, it would have to be if they're hiding mom and dad out in Washington. Washington got something to do with it. If they're hiding me out in Washington, that's where we're being hidden. So yeah, something got to do with Washington. But she's connected to Washington because I've had too many dreams of her. Chrissa, the Capricorn, you're like, yeah, and people from Washington. Just I had dream of Missy Elliott being out in a school that looked like my high school in Washington. Like, I'm like, why am I dreaming of these girls, these women being little girls in my state, in my city, at my schools, in my community? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm going to school with these women as little girls in the past life. And it was crazy to me. That's why it was hard for me to tell who the Capricorn, because the Capricorn, I seen her at a young age in my dreams. And now I'm seeing her grow up playing actor roles, but still kind of young. You're like, yeah, and she looked young. And so I'm like, okay, so if I was around them for all those times in the past life, they must have been out here in the past life or in the past or something. They was out in Washington. Spirit showing me they was. And this Libra man got something to do with they traffic, and he a man of color. You like, yeah, yeah, and yeah. He worked with the Aries, the film producers, and the music and all that shit. Not the Aries that I know is cool. It's another Aries. He's a trafficker. You're like, yeah. Did we forget? All right, we're done. There's many. So What about Marjorie? So the Libra, he's scared. You're like, yeah, it's getting real for you, Libra. I asked Spirit for information on the Libra. Now I'm getting information on the Libra. I wanted. That's what I was waiting on. So I show gratitude. I was trying to figure out how do I get close to him. I wanted. I want the Libra. Spirit say you gotta go through Chrissa. I'm like, okay, so she's in his family or something. She's connected to him. I'm like, okay. She'll have him right, feeling bad. That's right, Chris, to make him feel guilty. Do as you will, Cappy. Do as you will. So make him feel bad, Christian. You're like, yeah. Okay. Tell him he owes us money. That's what make him feel bad for owing you money, for owing me money. You never owe a Capricorn money. You never owe me. You never owe Cappies, okay? So we find out he's in debt. Yeah, Cappy. You got to do something about that. Could do the Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces. You got to do something about that, okay? All right. So she's going to help me. I'm like, yeah, I'll take care of that. Yeah, I would never lie to you. This man, right, it's getting real. It's getting real. It's getting real. It's getting real. I get so excited too. The more information I get, you're like, I don't know where it's taking me. I was thinking about deleting all this. You're like, yeah, starting over with my life, recreating my image, recreating who I am. Like in a way to where I hide more. You're like, yeah, yeah. And Spirit showed me like you don't need to be hiding yourself a little bit, you know? I'm like, you're right. But I feel like if I want to attract certain people or certain things in my life, I feel like I gotta hide my social media presence. I feel like that's such a big factor. And I'm not even a social media person, but because of what I do, I feel like I gotta hide the fact that I do tarot, spirituality. You're like, yeah, if I wanna if I want certain things or people, yeah, it's so sad. I feel like I gotta hide it. And but then it's crazy because it's like it's something that keeps people interested in me. It keeps it makes people fall in love. It keeps them in love. It keeps them interested. But then it also like causes people to be scared of me or like I don't know. So I be thinking about it, but I just don't want to miss out on love, or anything like that because I do this work. I'm like, I'm willing to sacrifice it, man. Like, if doing it in public is you're like, yeah, if doing it in public is a problem, I'll stop. Like, if doing it like, and I'll just do it in the privacy of my own home or in my comfort of my own walls. It's like, I'm willing to make so many sacrifices just so that, like, I could have a normal life in some way. It's like I'm willing to do it. Like yeah. Yeah. Okay, hold on. We're about to get to you, Marjorie. Tell me more. Some gotta do it. Yeah, his children. The Libra. I don't know if Chris is his daughter or his traffic daughter. I don't know what that is. With the Virgo. I don't know if that's his grandchild, his niece. Bitch, I don't know. It seems like it's close to home though. It's kicking. It's kicking. I'm getting it. You're getting too close to home. You're getting it, Libra. I think I get it. I think I get it. Okay. We're getting close to home. You're too close. You're my kids lay their head. Okay. I feel like I'm at home with the Aries. I'm where the children lay their head. You're right there. You're in my daughter's room. Okay. Little Chrissy, little Chrissa. Okay. No. You're in my house. You're up my stairs. You're in my garage. You're in my lost files. You're in my memories. You're in right. 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 Just like you're in mine. Okay. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. All right. So that's what he's finding out. He's in my business. I'm in his business. Wait. Okay. So that's good. That's good. He knows my children names. I know your children names. Wait. That's good. That's good. That's good. We're getting somewhere. We're figuring it out. She's not playing. Okay. Okay. I get it. Could be with the Pisces. I would be horrible as one of the, you know, one of the queens. I feel like I'd be great, but it'd be bad. The intuition would be so fucking clear, off with their heads. Who's Chris's father? Show me Chris's daddy. Yeah, I know. Go give me Chris's daddy. It's a source. Hey, where's Chris with the Leo? Where's Chris's daddy? Catch my Scorpio Taurus. I want Chris's daddy. My fucking warriors will go on the look. My hitmen, nigga, my silent steppers. Nigga, they're gonna find you in less than 24. Could with the Taurus. Virgo. All right? They're the best. Could the Sagittarius. So they find you. We're looking for Chris's daddy. Could Kessler. No, Scorpio, right. It'd be like that for me. Okay. And so, easy. You're like, yeah, I would get him out of here. It'd be nothing. Spirit just tell me your name, your children's name. If I wanted your children on a platter, I'm looking for your children. I'm looking for Bobby. No, go find me little Bobby. He goes to the school. All right. No. Yeah, he goes to the school. Go find little Bobby at the school. Could the Leah. So it's a no. You don't get to fuck with my head and think spirit's not gonna fuck with yours. Do you get that? Okay. With the Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Leo, Pisces. You don't get to play with my head and think spirit's not gonna play on yours. Okay. With the Capricorn. You don't get to fool me and think spirit's not gonna fool you. With the Sagittarius. So I think we're getting it with him. You're like, yeah, to the Virgo. Get mad. I don't care. With the Pisces. I don't care no more. You're going to get it. All right. Liars get no care from me. Liars get no sympathy. Okay. With the Leo. All right. So that's what we find out. All right. Okay. All right. Who's Marjorie? So somebody here is laughing at you, Libra, because I'm on target. You're done. Cool. The Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Pisces. Okay. Who's next? We're done. Cool. Scorpio. Marjorie. So what would people know Marjorie's sun sign to be? Okay. I know. All right. What would people know Marjorie's zodiac sign to be for Marjorie? For Marjorie. Okay. What would people know Marjorie? Marjorie. Okay. Oh wait, what would the world know Marjorie's sun sign to be? Spirit for Marjorie. Okay. Marjorie sound like a woman with glasses. No. Okay. What would people know Marjorie's zodiac sign in the world to be? Spirit for Marjorie. She came up in the dreams in the ear state. Okay. What would people know her zodiac sign to be for her? For Marjorie. Okay. No. What the fuck? Clarify? What would people know her for Marjorie's? It would be what? Fuck. I don't fucking know. You're like, yeah, we don't know. I'm confused. All right. I shouldn't have got a little faded. Right? I fucked up. Because the Libra, Taurus, Gemini. Okay, so what can you give me more clarity on the matter? I'm confused. I got drunk a little bit this morning. So can you give me a little bit more Ace of Swords clarity? What would people know Marjorie's zodiac sign to be? She is a Capricorn. She's a Capricorn too. Yeah. Okay. Could the Saggy? I didn't know if Spirit was fucking with me. All right. Could with the Libra. No, that's a Capricorn. Okay, so is it the same woman? Is Marjorie Chrissa is he. It is two different people. All right. Is it the same person? It's two different people. Wouldn't that be something? There's too much going on. You're like, yeah. Is this the same person? Is a new person than Chrissa? Is this Chrissa? Is a new person. Yeah, I don't know. Can you give me clarity? All right. Um, well, she's a Capricorn too. You're like, yeah. Yeah. They're both Capricorns. And they're speaking to me. Is Marjorie a new Capricorn or is this an old person? Is this Chrissa? Okay, somebody has to stop getting mad that I'm asking. Cool, the Libra. Aries, Leo, Sag. You can't keep getting mad. You need to stop. I can see your energy. You're coming out as a hater. Stop looking like that. Okay, can we get their energy out? Is Chrissa the same person as Marjorie? Is this a new person? Is a new person? Is same person? It's almost like Spirit don't want to tell me. Okay, so is this? Can you give me one? I'm not gonna stop till you tell me, Spirit. So it's either that or that. Okay. She's a new person. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. We don't stop till we get what we want. Good. The Gemini. Okay. So Marjorie's another Capricorn. So there's two Capricorn women. Both Capricorn women. Okay. That's right. I don't know if Chrissy's still a child. She could be. You're like, yeah, I don't know. But she's your child or something, Libra. Don't tell them or something. You raised her, taught her, or did something for her in the past. Yeah, you helped her grow, spread her little wings. Okay, all right. So why is Marjorie significant? This Capricorn. Who is she connected to? As connected to me, Marjorie. Who is Marjorie connected to? As connected to me, Marjorie. Who is Marjorie connected to? That's connected to me. The Who's Marjorie connected to? A Leo and a Saggy. Marjorie. Is the Leo a man or a woman? It's a Leo and a Saggy. That's how Marjorie's connected. Is the Leo a man or a woman? The Leo's a woman. She seems cool. Is the Saggy a woman or is the Saggy a man? The Leo seems interesting. You're like, yeah, she a Leo woman. Yeah. Is the Saggy a woman or the Saggy a man? The Saggy's a man. Okay. Cause the Taurus. Saggy man. This is through Marjorie. Connected to Saggy man. And Leo woman. Okay. Okay. All right, so this backfiring. Wait, no, something here is in. Hold on now. Hold on now. Okay, could Taurus, Libra. What's going on? Okay, wait, something's backfiring. Something has to change. Could the Scorpio? All right, we're getting too much information. Wait, who is Margie to? Okay, what's the connection that the Saggy and the Leo woman have? Are they lovers? Are they friends? Are they family? What's their? Do they know each other? What's their connection? The Leo and the Saggies. They're siblings or something. They're like cousins or like brother and sister or something. With the Aries, so they were raised together in the same household. They're like sister and brother or something. Or they were raised in the same community or they grew up together. And they were always fighting. With the Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Hee hee hee. All right. Um. So what's their connection to me? That's the Saggy and Leo's connection. They're family. They're siblings or something. You're like, yeah, mm-hmm. What's their connection to me? The Saggy and the Leo. Interesting. Children. What if something has to do with my childhood? They know something. What about it? Hey, they know about me losing the opportunity connected to a Gemini. Okay, so they know Kendrick. You're like, yeah. They know about me losing my father. You know? Yes, they do. They know about me losing, all right, my wealth. You're dumb as fuck. Who the Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus. So their solution could the Leo, because they have memories. They remember something here. Something could seem vague, confusing. Okay, because I Scorpio. All right, but it happened. Okay, so it's the story's there. You're like, yeah, it's somewhere. Somebody got it. Could the Pisces? Okay, Leo. So I'm not crazy. I'm not all the way. You're like, yeah. So they're my solution connected to Marjorie. Now what's with the Leo? That's right. Now what's Marjorie's connection to the Leo and the Saggy? So they're part of. They know my family. They know the Gemini. They remember. They remember me being a child or something. You're like, yeah. They have memories. Yeah. The siblings, all right, the cousins. And it's connected to my childhood. It's connected to my father. in my robbery, me being trafficked. All right, so what's their connection to Marjorie? You're like, yeah. What the fuck? What? What's that? What is that? Yeah, but like, in what type of sense? Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah. What is that? In what type of way? Oh, so Marjorie, you fuck with the Saji. You're like, yeah, or something like that. Is it the Saji or the Leah? Is she gay? Is it what's going on? Is it the man or the woman that you fuck with, Marjorie? You fuck with one of the siblings. Is it the Saji or the Leo? You're like, yeah. That's your connection. Yeah. You used to. Which one is it? Is it the Leo or the Saji? It's the Leo. Oh, so you are. So you okay? So you and the Leo, you guys are you like you? Okay, okay. You're like, yeah, my sister. Okay, so Saji, your sister's gay. You're like, yeah. So Leo, you're gay. You're like, yeah. Okay, and you fuck with Marjorie. You're like, yeah. Okay, and you're like, yeah. Understood? Cause Saji and I'm like, what kind of connection is this? Spiritual, you guys have a connection. It's love. It's you like, yeah. But it's not with the man. It's not with the Saji. It's with the Leo. It's and you and the Capricorn fuck with each other. Okay, wait. So you fuck with the Capricorn Leo? You're like, yeah, I fuck with Marjorie. Okay. Or you used to, or you're about to, or something. I don't know what that is. Right? I feel like you already are. I feel like you're already connected. Um, I don't know. Anyway, that's not the problem. I feel like that's a solution. Okay, yeah. So all connect the dots. All right, we're done. All right. Now we know I'm not crazy. So you want me to know Marjorie significant because she know this Leo woman. She date this woman. You're like, yeah, the woman she been spending time with. She know about my robbery. That's right. Patrick going to jail is significant because he sex changed me before after my robbery, and before I had to leave to go another country. You're like, that's right, the U.S. When I went to L.A., California, knows how to party, all right, and that's connected to whoever it is that the Leo's connected to, as well as the side, the siblings. You're like, yeah, the cousins, whatever that is, they're connected to these people who robbed me. They know, and they're gonna be needed when it comes down to talking about it connected to Patrick going to jail. That's significant. And they're gonna be needed for more information because they got more information on my missing person. You're like, yeah, it's a Leo woman. With the Taurus, right? People be judging the Leo. You're like, yeah, because she's a free spirit. She's gay. Could Scorpio. She don't care. Could the Aries, Cancer, Leo. She's happy. They judge her for being happy and gay. Could the Libra, Aries. And so I feel like spirit feel like nothing wrong with the Leo. You're like, yeah, And then you stop being mean to her, lying on her name. All right. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. Somebody here a liar, bro. Lying on the Leo's name. All types of stuff. Somebody here, they're abusive, bro. You're like, yeah. All right. They could believe in the religion. I don't know. What I do know, could believe it. It's a woman. What I do know is that yeah. So tell me more about the Capricorn. So Capricorn, what are you doing? Why are you important? Why did your name come up instead of the Leos? You're like, right. Who are you, motherfucker? That's what we're trying to figure out. I know who the Leo is now. Who are you? You're like, yeah. You're just the Leo's girlfriend? Is that it, Capricorn? Are you somebody more? Do I need to worry about you? Who are you, Cappy? You need to tell me. What is that? Okay, you're somebody who lied about what you do for work. Okay, that's something we should talk about, Cappy. So you're a liar, Cappy. Something here is about you, because the Leo can help me, but what are you doing? I feel like you're a part of a problem. Cool, the Virgo. Oh, wait, Gemini, Sag. All right, somebody knew not to trust you. Cool, the Libra. All right, okay, stop laughing, family. Good the Leo. Like, why are we laughing? Okay, wait. So stop laughing. Okay, Leo. Okay. All right. So somebody is cracking up. Yeah. So we should have knew better than to trust. Yeah. Somebody here lied about what they did for work. So what is their real job? Let me tell you what they said they did first. What did they say they did for work? Marjorie, why'd you lie? No, Spirit. Get off my booty hole, Spirit. Get off my booty tank, Spirit. No, Spirit on your asshole. They want to know why you lied to the Leo. Okay, so wait. What did you say you did for work? This is how the Leo gonna get fucked up. Like, bitch, you ain't crazy. Yeah. Ace of Swords. Kudasaji. What did you say you did for work, Cappy? You say you did something for work. What was the job you say you do? Alright, we're done. Give it to me straight. No chaser, Spirit. What does she say she do for work? How she get her money? This how I do it. This what I do. It's not what she doing. Gatherings, parties, events, celebrations, hosting, designings, decoratings. No, because the cancer. Yes, you did. You try to say you're either a host, a party planner, an event specialist, organizer. You try to say something like that, where it's connected to parties, events, gatherings, celebrations. You're like, yeah. All right, cool. The Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius. That's your confirmation. All right, cool. The Leo. Yeah. And so, okay, somebody's laughing. Okay. Good Aquarius. Okay, wait. So it's funny, right? So she says she worked with those type of things. So that's not her real job, Leo. You're like, no, that's your confirmation. Her saying she worked with the party planning, the event planning, the hosting, the catering, the bartending, the yeah, it's connected to stuff like that. Right? Kudasaji. That's not her job, Leo. Scorpio. Marjorie, what's your real job? Quit playing. Tell us the truth. Okay. So now you find out, right? You're like, oh my gosh, what is it? Right. For her to have to keep it a secret means it wasn't a real job. Okay. Like it was something bad. Like it was like something illegal. You know, you're like, yeah, quick Aries, Taurus. It was a hustle, a quick hustle, a quick come up. Something here. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah. All right. Could the Cancer? A quick heist, a quick robbery. Could an Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus. Okay. So what was your real job? We want to know, Marjorie. Sleeping. The fuck? All right. So your real job was sleeping. Could the Libra not doing shit. All right. You had to go online and do shit. Okay. Wait. Could the Scorpio? Okay. Wait, Marjorie. You like I didn't have a real job. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, why you lie about that? Ace is short. Okay, wait. So it was sleeping? Yeah. So hi. Yeah. Marjorie, good the Scorpio. Somebody's so disappointed in you. So why didn't you just tell her that? Good the Taurus. Because there was rules. In order to be with you, I gotta be like this. In order to live with you, I gotta live like this. In order to you is stupid. All right, so you was playing a role just to eat off this bitch. Cool, the Taurus, Sag. All right, so somebody know it, Marjorie. Can we go back? So how did you get paid for doing that? Okay, were you online hustling? Okay, yeah. People were pulling up on you. You didn't have to go nowhere. Somebody here knew where you stayed. They just came to you with whatever. So I feel like you get spoiled. You're really spoiled, Marjorie. You're like, yeah, cause Scorpio, Cancer. I feel like people would come around you a lot. You're like, yeah, they always saw your problems. Cause the Gemini, Cancer, Leo. So you didn't have to go nowhere. Somebody here would pull up on you. People you would admired or you would talk to or the fuck sell shit to, or I don't know what the fuck work for. I don't know what you're doing. So yeah, people would come to her. You're like, yeah, I swear to God, she wouldn't have to go nowhere. She didn't work at the party celebrate. She wasn't no fucking event planner. This bitch wasn't no fucking host. This bitch wasn't no fucking waitress. This bitch wasn't no fucking bartender. This bitch wasn't no fucking caterer. This bitch wasn't no fucking. All right, this bitch was at the crib just like I am. All right, not not doing shit. Somebody here pulled up on this bitch and supplied her every need, her every demand. All right, this bitch was spoiled. You like, yeah, that's real royalty. Somebody here, real royalty, got their feet up and everything. I don't know. She could be a big mama type. She could be one of the type, one of the studs, or you like, yeah, one of the studs, baby. She could definitely be a stud or something like that. Right? I feel like whatever she is, she get what she want. And you like, yeah, that girl know how to get what she want. And so people would come and supply her with whatever she needed and desired. She was spoiled. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to work too hard, but a little bit goes a long way. You're like, that's right. Okay. All right. She feel like something was peaceful. It was an easy job. All right. Didn't have to do too much. Right? Okay. Okay. So I didn't expect that out of Marjorie. You're like, yeah. So Leo, you need to stop fuck with her. All right. You need to worry about what matters. All right. The court case, the trafficking. I don't know if you and your brother aren't talking no more. The Saji, with the Taurus, Pisces. You need to find out what's going on with you and your brother. You're like, yeah. I feel like you guys could really help each other here. All right. Because you guys are part of something here. Is not just me. It's something here is like, if you know, maybe you were a part of it. Maybe something happened to you too. You're like, yeah. But what I do know is somebody here was sent into your life, all right, to block you. Capricorn, you're like, yeah, don't fuck. So she gotta go. She gotta go. She's blocking us from moving forward with something. We need to get her out of this. You're like, yeah, we're in a curse, Leo. You need to talk to your brother or something. Maybe it's been a while. Could be Libra, Pisces. Okay, so yeah, is that everything connected to the dreams? You're like, yeah. Why did I dream of the guys from my school? Something has to do with those guys that I dream of. They rejecting religion. You're like, yeah, they're being invited to churches, to different religious things and groups and outings and churches and camps and all type of shit. Cool, the tourists, those guys are like, no, I'm not going. Cool, the Pisces, Leo. So that's why I'm dreaming of them. You're like, yeah, because their families over here trying to fucking brainwash them and shit, have them listen to the God, the Mr. God, the pastor. And they're not listening. Somebody here feel like it's my fault. Could the Virgo, Leo, Aquarius. It's not my fault. You're like, no, it's not. I didn't change anything. Somebody got smarter. All right, could the Gemini? Scorpio. So yeah, I feel like these people are mad because these guys, they're denying the God, the religion, the churches, their parents or their family, whoever the fuck is inviting them to church or telling them to come to church. It's about church. You're like, yeah, them not going no more. The Scorpio, Capricorn, Sag, yes, good Aries, and I'm like, that's why I dreamed of them because they're not going to church. Okay, so what does that have to do with me? What is them not going to church have to do with me. That's not my fault. You're like, yeah, I haven't talked to these guys. I don't talk to them, so it don't got nothing to do with me. You're like, yeah, somebody better not, because they're family. What about their family? Because their family feel like it's your fault. They feel like they're being influenced by you, an old friend, with the Leo, Cancer, Virgo, Libra. And their family's like, no, all right, little bitch, you're not coming back here to haunt them. I haven't even been around. I haven't talked to these men in ages. You're like, in years? Yeah. Something for me is like, you could watch me online, and you could feel close to me. It's crazy. It's like home. It really don't matter where you come from. You could come from like any state, any country too. But you could talk to me and be feeling like, okay, I got a piece of home. And when I don't reciprocate that energy, like if I don't respond to you no more, or if I don't give you my energy no more, it can make you mad, and it can make you irritated because you want to talk. It can make you mad at me. You're like, yeah, it can make people mean to me who want to talk to me. They be mad because I be closed off, or I'll be, antisocial. It's not personal, but they take it that way. And so these people be feeling like something's my fault. But it's like, I don't be around. I don't talk to nobody. I don't, you're like, yeah, it's not my fault. And so that's why I'm like, that's crazy. You're showing people that I haven't seen their faces in years. People whose faces I haven't seen in years. I haven't talked to them in years, still today. Even if I dream of them, I still don't hit them up and talk to them, because I'm just not weird like that. And I just feel like if I'm dreaming of them and if they're watching me, maybe they have a close connection with me just by watching me. Because I mean, we must, if they're close enough to come to my dreams. I feel like somebody got a close connection with me from far away, so I don't gotta say too much to them. I don't gotta say nothing to them at all. The connection gonna show. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, somebody feel like somebody's acting like me, or they feel like these guys are like me, and they feel like I'm influencing their behaviors. Could the Cancer, Aquarius. It's like, and why y'all talking about me? Because somebody mentioned my name. Could the Aries, Capricorn. Somebody talk about me. They like me. It's nothing bad. I like you. You try to talk about me, yeah. And so they talk to their family about me. Try to tell their family shit. Hee hee hee. Because I Scorpio. Aries. And the family get mad. You're like, yeah, The family like, no. This bitch is, yeah, poisoning their minds. Could the Gemini. So then the family get worried. They feel like it's my fault. So I'm not gonna talk about these men, because all that's, it's just about that. Their family. You're like, yeah, and religion. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do about that. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for them for having to fight their family. Because it's like, that's all I was doing was fighting my family for like the first, when did it start? The fighting really started in like 2021. Yeah, it got bad in 2021. It already kind of was heating up in 2020. But no, yeah, we could say 2020. It was like 2020, and it got heated up to where people stopped talking for a little bit. Like I stopped talking to people for a little bit, but then it came. We came back, and then we never like got good for a while from there, and then it blew up, and then we stopped talking for months, years for some of us. Just depend. And so but when we would talk, it was still shaky. So I just got good. Like I could tell when peace has been made, because the energy be shifting, people shift. You could tell when somebody forgave you or let something go or forgave themselves. But that just started maybe this year. You're like, yeah. And it's been since 2020. It's been a long road. So it's like I be feeling bad. It's all because of my spiritual journey though. So I be feeling bad when other people have to finally experience what I had to experience 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years. What I've been going through. It's a journey, and you gotta be strong. You gotta be willing to stay strong minded, and you gotta be willing to remain in who you are no matter what, because people would try to shape you into whoever they want you to be. You got to remain an individual. You got to know where you're being led, where you're being guided without anybody having to tell you. And even when things may seem like they're hard, they're not going your way, you just never know where spirit's trying to bring you out of a situation where you got to move alone. And it's like you just feel like it's all darkness, something's bleak. And I know, like, when I hear stories all the time, it just made me cry, because it's like people have stories, for example, off Drewski's show, Could Have Been Records, and the one he just had, the girl who won, I really hurt her because I could feel her pain when she would rap, when she would talk, when she would move. I just felt her pain. I felt where she grew up. I could feel where she came from, and just an abusive, rugged place. And she was tough, and she had some hard lines. She was really good at rapping. She is good at rapping, and she won. But you would have never thought she would have won. And she was saying how she was just in a homeless shelter. She's like, you don't even know, this last 6 months I've been in a homeless shelter. I've been da 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 da. Like, you don't even know what's going on. You don't know what I've been going through. And for her to just win like that, all because she's talented. And I was just thinking about it, like, yeah, you just never know where spirit trying to guide you, because somebody could have said that whole time, you're wrong for being in the homeless shelter. You're wrong for da. But it's like one opportunity and she's out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't take none of it for granted. None of the experiences. I appreciate them all. I learn from them all, because I feel like everything meant to teach me something. I don't look at my life and be trying to race past the next bitch or nigga. And I don't look at my life and be trying to be better than the next bitch or nigga. I don't be trying to always teach the next bitch or nigga. If somebody's willing to listen, if they got an open ear, then they'll come here. You feel me? You're like, yeah, and if they don't, then they won't. But other than that, I'm not finna force nobody to listen. People will be guided to whatever they're meant to hear. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, period. And that's just how I move. That's how I operate. That's how I live. So I noticed that, like, people don't have the capacity to tell me that I'm in the wrong spot or in the wrong place. If spirit show me every day that I'm being protected, that I'm mentally sane, that I'm being kept. And it's like, for me, I know I'm not wrong if I'm okay from the inside out. And these people, they don't be okay with me being okay. It's like, why are you mad that I'm happy? Why are you mad that I'm okay? What's wrong with that? And you start to really think about these things, because somebody's not okay with themselves. Why do you need me to make you happy? Why do you need me to make you okay? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you okay on your own? Somebody can't take that. That shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, because somebody don't want to accept the fact that they're not happy. It's not your fault, not your problem. All right, but there's actual people in this world who want to be happy, who aspire to be happy, who like being happy, and it's like they'll do anything to receive that gratification of just happiness within themselves. So I just feel like that's why you start coming to a point where you're just not trying to deal with people no more, because it's like, I could tell people don't want to be happy. Like, you choose to be happy. I know it's a choice. I get it. We don't have to be. We go through shit, whatever. Like, but you could choose to be. And people are gonna get cut off. For a lot of people who are choosing to be happy, if they're around people who aren't, they're gonna cut those people off, because it's like a waste of my energy. You're draining me. I'm really trying to be happy, and you can't add to that happiness. So we gotta cut ties. So that's what's about to start happening. You're like, yeah, mm-hmm. For a lot of people, things are backfiring, man. I don't care. I feel like at this point, as long as I'm getting the message out to who need to hear it, for me to be protected, I feel good. Like, I ain't been being abused these last few days. You're like, yeah, I ain't been dreaming, like, for real. I've been feeling good, just having peace of mind. That's how I know things are working. Something's working. You're like, yeah, So I'm gonna keep doing it because it works. These people are weird, fucking mad over the religion. Come to church? No. Somebody is mad because a nigga won't go to church and then want to blame a third party that they haven't talked to in I don't know how long. No, you watch them. They talk about you. Not my problem, not my concern. Okay? It's not my problem. That's the difference. Like I don't bring people back from the past. You know, like some people bring people back from the dead. I don't be doing that mess. I let people rest in peace. Oh, if they come back in my energy or in my life, that's wow, you know. But usually I try to just let them rest and let them go because I feel like people just grow apart, and I respect that. I don't look at it in no type of way, and so that's what I've been trying to do. But I'll dream of these people, and it's not like I'm communicating with them. That's another thing. When I be dreaming of these niggas that I know from school, but I know they're out in the world living their lives. I'm like, I don't hit them up. I don't check on them. You know, like not like that. I just don't think to. Cause just I'm like that out of the time. It's out of sight, out of mind for me. Oh, and so I don't be thinking to. So I just be like, yeah, if they're not around me, if they're not around, I don't think to look into them for real. And if I'm not dreaming of them, I don't think to. But when I start dreaming of them, I try to figure out like why am I dreaming of them? And it's crazy. And so the spirit showed me in the past, like, yeah, they watch you. I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. You know, but I don't look at it like as a need for me to hit them up because I don't know. I feel like I don't really, you know, you're like, yeah. I let them go. I let them grow and I let them be who they are. And so but this is how I am with everybody. And so when people come back into my life, I be surprised because it's like I really let people go and I let them grow and be whoever they want to be. And I don't want to make you feel bad for being who you choose to be, whoever that person may be. And it's like that's one thing I realize is these people be trying to make these motherfuckers feel bad because they're watching me change or they watch me grow up or grow into a different person today. And for some of them, they see I look different. You know, like they've told me you look different. Some men have in the past before I got this transformed. Now I know I look totally different. But it's like yeah, it don't surprise me when people watch me because it's like yeah, I'm doing something on a public platform. YouTube's a public platform, Facebook. So I'm making videos and content, TikTok. I expect you to see it eventually, come across something. But when people come up in my dreams, I just be wondering like, yeah, what is that? Cause yeah, I don't talk to them, and I don't think of it as anything more than just. I mean, they're watching me. Maybe they're just watching, so I don't get like pressed by it. But these people get mad, and it's like you can't get mad that somebody was pulled back to me, and you know you're like, yeah, you can't get mad about that. It's not my fault. I'm not doing nothing outside of what I already was doing, minding my own damn business. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, so I don't feel bad for just magnating people towards me because I'm not doing too much. You know, you're like, yeah, I'm not stepping outside of my boundaries, my limitations, nothing like that. I feel like I'm very respectful in the way that I respond or like the way I try to be. And when it comes down to even the information, how I give it, I feel like I don't be trying to bother people personally with the information. I would hope that spirit's only giving it to me because it can get to somebody else, that person, you know, because they need to hear it. There's somebody else who's connected. But if that's not the case, then I don't need to hear the message. I be telling spirit all the time, don't tell me nothing if I can't do nothing about it. But it's like if it can connect to somebody else who's connected to me, That's crazy. That's a blessing. I'll do something. I'll say something. 'Cause I don't be always knowing, but I don't be looking for problems. I don't be looking for people from my past. You know, you're like, yeah, I'm just not like that. I just really try to let people go and let people grow. And I'll hate on you for it. But if it comes back, it comes back. But usually it don't, you know? I don't know why I'm like that. I gotta really figure that out because spirit told me like you're really that detached. Like it's hard for you to hold on to people. And I gotta figure out what that is because it's not a bad thing, but it's almost like an energy of like a military kid or like you know, you're like, yeah, like a military kid or like you know, like a kid who I feel like I'm worse than them though. I feel like when they get older, they fucking at least get friends or they finally get a good real group of friends. With me, or like, you know, a solid group of people. With me, it's like, nah. I always let people go. I want people to go and I want people to grow, bro. And I don't know why I'm like that. And I don't feel bad for being like that. I don't miss you and be like, man, I wish it was me and them kids. No, like, nah, no. And I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know if it's a bad thing. But yeah, it's like friends, lover, family, anybody. I don't feel bad. Go ahead. Go do what you want to do. Go be happy. And I don't know why I'm like that. I gotta figure that out. You're like, yeah. It's almost like an energy of being ready to die. And it's like you're ready to just lose people. But it's like you don't feel sad for it. It's like you're celebrating it, like congratulations for losing me or me losing you. And it's not like that. But if people choose to stay, I feel like if I'm around attached people, you're like, yeah, cause the Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Saggy. I feel like if I'm around people who are attached to me, I'm not like that. I can't just leave them like that. You're like, nah, uh. It would take, but usually people they don't stay attached to me when I keep detaching from them. Like the more I detach, the more they detach from me. So it's like if somebody make it hard for me to detach or to like get off of them, get them off me, or you know, you're like, yeah, then that nigga, that bitch could stick around forever. But that's hard to do. But I've been around people who've been able to keep me like wrapped with them or around them, friends, family, lovers, for a good amount of time. So it's about how attached that person is because I can run away. I would have to run away from you or get away from you to make you less and less and less detached. Sometimes that could take weeks, months, years just to get you away. You know, you're like, yeah, I'm telling you, people be crazy, bro. People be crazy over your energy. And so, I swear to God. You gotta get them away. You gotta run away, bro. And they'll keep finding you. Yeah. You be like, fuck, 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 fuck. Trying to get away from them. Yeah. That's another thing. But uh, anyway, should come back on here. I could probably do it now. It'd probably be a waste of time. I just feel like Spirit needs me to know that this is connected to my family and that these people are about to get caught the fuck up. And no, yes, you are. For cloning my family. It's connected to all that. The sex change, the everything. Alright. So that's what's coming out. Don't get scared. I can't stand the scary people. You're like, yeah. Alright. So I feel like it's like a thing. It's like a habit to do readings. Alright. Alright. We're gonna start with Capricorn. Capricorn, we're gonna see your past and your present. You're like, yeah. Nothing too big. Hi in the chat and the comments. I've been trying to work on that cursing, Capricorn. It's not good for your throat. No? Right. Can make your throat sore. Make you sick. Make it hard to suck some in. Okay? So I gotta make sure I take... Oh. Take care of my potty mouth. You're like, yeah. Alright. What's going on? So what was Capricorn's past? Somebody's always mad, bro. Could be the Shaji, Scorpio, Virgo. It's like always mad, bro. This could be you, Cappy. Somebody be always mad, bro. Like, dang, always. Alright. I feel like it's connected to money or something. Alright. What was your energy in the past, Capricorn? Wait, don't ask about that. Yeah, Cappy, we want to know what was your energy in the most recent past, Cappy. Okay. All right, so in the most recent past, I feel like you were bored, Capricorn. You weren't interested in life. The Four of Cups is coming out. You could be the Cancer, but I feel like you were just bored. Nothing really got you going, got you up. Nothing really inspired you. Nothing really got your attention or like kept your attention for too long. Could be doing with the Pisces, Scorpio. So it was like you were there, but you weren't really there. You're like, yeah, I feel like, yeah. You didn't even care if somebody was hiding something from you. Like, you didn't care if you were being set up. You didn't care if people were keeping secrets from you. Like, you didn't care. Whatever. I feel like a lot of things were just, yeah, you didn't care about your commitments, your responsibilities, the rules. You didn't care about following the rules or the standards or the policies or abiding by things. That's why you didn't care. Cool than Aquarius. All right. So that was you. You're like, yeah. You're being pretty careless and free. I feel like you could have lost your appetite as well. It was hard for you to eat in the past. You weren't as hungry. You didn't want to hang out, go out, or do many things. You didn't want to really talk to people. You were happy when people didn't talk to you. You were like, yeah, all I need is my drink. Oh, all right, my weed. Oh, okay. It's something like that, Cappy. All you needed was your drink, your weed, or your food. You're like, Yeah. Your favorite ice cream, your favorite coffee, your favorite. All right. So it didn't take much to fulfill you. All right. It definitely didn't take somebody talking to you. You could care less what a bitch or a nigga had to say. Okay, stop cursing. I'm working on it. Yeah. So somebody realizes that. All right. What's your current energy? Okay. All right. I feel like you were fine with whatever you had. I feel like you felt taken care of. You were good, satisfied, or fulfilled, or entertained, or self sufficient, self served. Yeah. You were getting what you wanted. All right. So now you're in a position currently where you're focused on yourself. You're trying to be more independent because in the past you were working on like doing things when you're bored. I feel like all you found time to do is smoke, drink, or eat, or laugh, watch TV, listen to music. Yeah. I feel like now you're trying to work on like finding ways to entertain yourself without getting bored. I feel like those things, it's like they're fulfilling, but not for long. You're like, yeah, who the Cancer? Yeah, Scorpio. Right. So there's actual things that you're gonna try to do this week. It looks like you're trying to go to new places or try new things, or you're trying to experience something more. Cool with the Aries. So this is good, Kathy. You're working on enjoying this time that you have with yourself. Rather than being bored with the time you have with yourself, you're gonna like enjoy it. Cause I feel like in the past you were just bored with yourself. Now you're enjoying yourself. You won't need to drink or smoke or like eat a lot, or like you could have been having a lot of sweets or cravings. But whatever you're doing, I feel like you're not gonna need to do all that this week. You're like, yeah, no. There's things you're gonna find time to do that's gonna be enjoyable. This could be going on walks, going on runs, talking to people again, finally conversing with people. I feel like that gives you some sort of fulfillment. With the Cancer, Leo. Yeah, so you're gonna talk to people because that fulfills you, Capricorn. You need to talk to people. You're like, yeah, yeah. You need interpersonal connections. So you're gonna do that. Talk to somebody from your past or somebody you grew up with. This could be a family member, somebody that's funny as fuck. This could be a cousin, a sibling, an uncle, an auntie. Talk to somebody that's funny. Hee hee. A Scorpio, Pisces. You're like, yeah. Or talk to somebody, a new person. You're like, yeah. Somebody who you've been waiting to talk to. You're like, yeah. Yeah. Somebody you could have chemistry for. I don't know. For some of you. That's interesting. Somebody doesn't want you talking to someone. You're like, yeah. Yeah. All right. I feel like it's karma. Do what you want to do. If somebody does feel like you should wait to talk to somebody, or especially if you're fresh, if you're newly single, you need to wait. They feel like to talk to people or wait to do something. But I feel like the wait is over. I feel like you've been patient with the Saggy, Libra, hee hee, Scorpio. I feel like the wait is over. I feel like times have changed. It's time for you to get back out there. It's time for you to like enjoy life again. Like go back out and celebrate your life, Capricorn. It's time for you to fulfill yourself in other ways, but it's connected to like talking to people, interacting with people. If this is people from your past, it's people from your past. But if this is new people, somebody cannot get mad about that. You're like, yeah, yeah, like what the fuck? If somebody will for some of you because you're talking to a new person, they're like, why are you talking then? Why are you talking here? Why are you talking here? So just be ready for that. You're like, yeah, what's your advice? Somebody's annoying. Oh yeah. Have fun, Cappy. That's your advice. Don't worry about what this person has to say. Oh yeah. All that talk, all that talk, all that talk. All that talk, all that talk. All that talk. Yeah. Who cares? Oh my gosh. Alright. For Aquarius, aquamarine. What the do that mean? Alright. So what was your energy in the most recent past, Aqua? Holy shit. For Aqua, what was their energy in the most recent past for Aqua? Boom, 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 boom. Alright. So I feel like you were treating people the way they treated you in the past. Alright, so if somebody was abusing you, you were being abusive too. Okay? Now flip it, switch it. You could have also been getting treated the way you were treating people because we got Aquarius energy coming out, the Five of Swords, and Libra energy, the Justice card. So it's the energy of just flip it, switch it. You being treated the way you were treating people, somebody treating you the way you treated them, or you treating somebody the way they treated you. But it was like that. With whoever you were dealing with in the past, they treated you the way you treated them, or you treated them the way they treated you. There was a fair balance of karma at play. And mm, somebody wanted to somebody wanted you to come to something, but I feel like you ghosted. Or if you wanted somebody to come to something in the past, they didn't attend to the Virgo, Saggy. Yeah, somebody wasn't interested in going somewhere or being a part of something in the past. Cause the Libra. They may not have said nothing about it, Aquarius, cause the Aquarius Libra Gemini. For some of you, they kept with the Aries, they kept you on hold, or they left you hanging, or they left you on red, or they left you on scene. They didn't tell you this for some of you. They act like they was going somewhere. With the Capricorn, Saggy, Libra. Somebody act like they were going somewhere, and they didn't show up, and they acted like they were gonna do something. They didn't do it. With the Cancer. All right, Taurus. So yeah, they didn't go. You're like, yeah, that's significant because they feel like, and they didn't tell you about it either. For some of you, they feel like that was karma. Cook an Aquarius, Libra. Interesting. Somebody feels like you were being sneaky, or you were doing something sneaky. Anyway, you're like, yeah. Or you're trying to like be strategic in a situation. Somebody feel like you were doing something sneaky or like you were moving funny. All right, so somebody wanted to trick you because the Leo, Aries, Sagi, they wanted you to be confused about where they were going, where they went, why didn't they come, something like that. Like somebody did this on purpose in the past. I don't know why that's significant. Because the Aries, Sagi, okay, you're like, yeah. But I feel like Aquarius, you already ghosted this person or you didn't want to be around someone. You're like, no. Okay, so why is that significant? You're like, it's not. We're laughing about it. It's just that's a funny memory. All right, what's going on in the present? I'm not gonna play with you. I'm like, with the Scorpio, you just want me to know that that was a funny memory. Cause I'm like, that person, whatever, they're gone now. You're like, yeah, You ghosted them. You didn't give a fuck. You ran away, and so they did something in return. It's like they ran away. You ran. I don't know. You're like, yeah. I feel like you're not worried about them, so we're laughing. They want you to be worried. You're not worried. You're like, no. What's your current energy? You're not talking to somebody. Could be looking Aquarius or Gemini. Or you're having a hard time communicating. Maybe you're just having a hard time talking to new people. Could be doing with the Pisces, Sagi. Maybe you're just having a hard time being vocal or expressive. Yeah, you're not talking to someone. It's almost like you're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to protect your thoughts or your feelings. You want to protect your feelings or your thoughts. I don't know. So I feel like somebody's trying to talk to you and you don't know how to talk to this person or you're not responding to this person because you want to protect your thoughts or your feelings. They didn't do anything. You're like, no, no, not this person in the current energy. They're waiting for you to respond or they're waiting to communicate with you with an Aquarius, but you don't know this person. They don't know you. They're a new person. With the Libra, you're not really familiar with this person. So somebody can want you to go out somewhere or do something or hang out. But I feel like you're not familiar with somebody. So I feel like you're trying to protect your thoughts or you're trying to protect your heart from somebody because you don't know them like that. Okay? So you're gonna wait to talk to them. So that's significant. I feel like this person is genuine. You're like, yeah. Mm-hmm. They could be in another city or another state or another country than you. I feel like they're genuine. I feel like they love something that you do for work, or they love the way you move, or the way you look, or the way you present yourself in the world. But I feel like you're gonna figure out what's going on with you. I feel like you have a hard time communicating because you're not active right now. So when you're active, you feel like it's easier for you to talk to people. Like when you're on the road, when you got more motion or something. What is that? Why are you like that? I gotta go. You're like, yeah, because you feel like you're outside, like you're out in the world more. So it's like you're more comfortable in the world when you're out in the world. It's like because I'm in the world too, but like when I'm secluded and I'm not really living in the world, I'm not really a part of it. It's hard for me to just like jump in. You got to feel like you're active in the world, or you're living inside of the world. You're doing something inside of the world that's making you feel a part of it, so you can have social interactions and feel comfortable talking to people. And so then it's easy for you to meet new people. 'Cause I feel like right now you're not meeting new people, or you're having a hard time trusting people. Somebody don't want nothing from you. Somebody, I feel like, just want to talk to you or invite you somewhere, but all right, so that's what you should be expecting. You're like, yeah, you're gonna wait to talk to somebody till you're on the move because you got trust issues, or like you feel like you need motion in order to communicate with people. You feel like you need something to do, so that it's like, let's say I play volleyball. Like, I need volleyball season to be in session, or like I need to be practicing for volleyball season to start, just so I can feel comfortable talking to people. Because usually when I'm not playing volleyball, it'd be hard for me to interact with people. Like, I don't be out in the world for real. So I feel like you're like that. Like, when you don't do something, if you're not working a certain job, or if you're not a part of something socially or actively, it's hard for you to talk to people privately. You're like, yeah, mm-hmm. You get antisocial, and you start having trust issues because you don't have nothing keeping you busy. So you're just too distracted mentally. You feel like somebody, they can't be trusted right now. I feel like they're cool. They don't want nothing from you but to get to know you, or to talk to you, or to invite you somewhere. What's your advice, Aquarius? You've been taking way too long on these motherfuckers. You're like, right. Yeah, heal. So your advice is to heal yourself. You need to heal, because I feel like it's not this person. Something's going on with you. I feel like your mind isn't healed, nor is your heart. I feel like you don't know how to like let people in fully, because I feel like you're having a hard time seeing who's genuine, who's not. You're like, yeah, who's trustworthy, who's not, who's loyal, who's not. That's why you can't really see it, because you still hurt from people from your past. So it's like you got to heal from something from your past, or from things you went through in the past. So you can't look at somebody in the future and be like, oh, they're a part of my past. Like, no, somebody's a whole new person, a whole new energy. And you got to give this bitch nigga the benefit of the doubt. So I feel like you're not worried about something or someone. I don't even know why they're in your energy. You're like, yeah. But anyway, who's next? Pisces. I don't know why the fuck this bitch niggas in your energy. They're not doing nothing wrong. I feel like you like them, Aquarius, or you want to talk to them, or I don't know, weird. Pisces, you're like, yeah. Alright. What's what was your past like? I What was your past, Pisces? Okay, so in the past, I feel like you supported someone. Could we do it with the Taurus? I feel like you were supporting people, or supporting a specific person. There was somebody here you helped. Could we do it with the Gemini? Saggy. All right, so that, yeah, you supported somebody in the past. I feel like you gave them some sort of information or advice or wisdom or counsel. It really helped them. Could have been Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn, Aries. So something you told somebody in the past, some sort of advice you gave them, it really helped them. They took it, and they took heed and they applied it to their life. You're like, yeah, yeah. Somebody admired what you said, and they took it and applied it to their life. Could the cancer? They were shocked that you said that, or like you had that type of discernment, or information, or knowledge, or wisdom, or wit, or guidance. Okay. All right. So in the present energy, I feel like somebody wants to have a conversation with you. You're like, yeah, yeah. All right. Somebody wants to talk to you about a Libra. If it's not about a Libra in specific, which I feel like it is, kudo with the Leo, it's about what is that? I feel like it is a Libra. All right. If it's not a person, it's like an energy. Somebody wants to talk to you about it's almost like somebody wants to flirt with you, or like you're like, yeah, right? Cool with the Leo. So it's like a flirting energy, right? But this is you, Pisces. You trying to flirt with somebody, could side you. But yeah, I feel like like why is this angering someone? I don't know. I don't know if this is the same person. It could be. I feel like in the past you helped this person, you gave them some advice, but now it's like somebody could want to talk to you about something connected to, like I said, a Libra. If it's not about a Libra, it's about how somebody feels about something. They could want to flirt with you, apologize to you, or smooch you in some way, but or entice you. But yeah, I feel like that's a conversation somebody wants to have. That it's an emotional conversation, and there's like a person who's mad about that. I'm like, why are you mad? I don't know. Can we hurry up? I don't know. It's weird. Something have to do with children, like an actual baby. But I feel like your future's protected. If somebody's trying to block it or stop it, it's gonna backfire. I feel like somebody's trying to stop you from having children, or like if you already have children, somebody's just trying to stop you from moving into the next stage of your life where you can be in love, be happy now, or like be free. Like your children start to grow up and you start to get to free yourself a little bit more. You're like, yeah, somebody want to make it hard for you to free yourself, or hard for you to start a family. So whatever you're trying to do, if you already started the family, somebody's like, man, let's make it hard for you to live with having a family, like experiencing times where you can hang out as a mom or a dad, and have your own time for yourself. Somebody wants to stop you from being able to have time for yourself or spend time with yourself. Somebody's mad at you. I don't know why. That just came out of nowhere. It's like somebody, they do things to piss you off. You're like, yeah, I don't know who that is. It could be a Sag, a Libra, a Pisces like yourself. I don't know who that is. But somebody does something to piss you off. It's like blocking your future from happening is the best. They do this all the time. You're like, yeah. They don't want you to have children. And if you already have children, they don't want you to like have freedom with having children. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. You're like, yeah, not to say we get tired of kids. I'm saying like somebody just doesn't want you to have free time with having kids. Like, you're gonna always want time for yourself. You're like, yeah. So they're trying to stop that from happening. They feel like your connections are too balanced, whether this be with your children or whether this be with your actual baby mom, baby dads, or your family or your loved ones. Somebody just feels like something's too perfect, or it's too, I can't really explain it. It's like too easy, or yeah. What's your advice? So they just got to make it hard for you, or they got to make it hard for you to help people, or like, living your experiences. You're like, yeah, because they don't want you to get smarter. The more you learn, the more smarter you get. The more you experience things, the more wisdom you gain. Somebody don't want you to get wisdom, get knowledge, get smarter. And so they want to stop you from learning so you can stop helping support people with advice or information. And ideally, this will cause you to not know what to do, be caught in situations where you're clueless and you don't have the discernment or the wit or the wherewithal to get out of situations yourself. So that's the goal. Somebody's mad. You're going to see that, I guess. They're going to show you. What's your advice? I don't know. Yeah, so Spirit wants you to get out the house, enjoy time out the house, and like spend time outside, do things outside more, um, so that you can build stronger connections with people. You're gonna get confirmation of things when you go out, even if it's just like a walk to the park, to the store. Like, Spirit feels like you should just go out walking more, Pisces, or go out and run, or go out and experience things more. Okay. Next up, there's more people who need the message, Pisces. You're like, yeah, somebody wants to stop you from giving messages. If they dumb ass, don't tell them, Pisces. All right. Aries. I gotta really stop cursing. I gotta work on it. All right, what's coming in, or what happened in the past for Aries? Show me their past. All right, what was Aries energy in the past? All right, so I feel like you're getting used to something. You're trying to get used to something you were learning about, or something you were trying to get more expertise in or knowledge in. This could have to do with a job, Aries, especially if you work for yourself or you're at entry level. Okay. Now I feel like you were getting smarter. I feel like you were also able to prove yourself in the past. You were able to prove something. So that's good. Something got to do with white people, or biracial people, or people of non-African descent. They like you. Um, like, you're like, white people, you're stupid. Yeah, white people. They like you, Aries. The white people like you. Okay, so it's gonna be another Aries. You like somebody. All right. But there's an energy here, Aries, of you in the past getting proof of something. I feel like it was proof that you either went through something, or that you remembered something, or that you were part of something, or it was proof. This could be through video, pictures, some sort of receipts, or it was proof that you could do something. This could be something talented, some sort of talent you have. You could do rapping. You could do something here connected to sports. You could do dancing. You could do something like that. Okay, whatever you do, you could do hair. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you do, Aries, you're like, yeah. I feel like you proved yourself in the past that you're really good at something, that you're really an expert at it, and that yeah, like you're gifted at something. You know what you're doing. This has to do with you having experience in a situation or in a certain field. And so I feel like that's why I said if it's connected to your job, for sure. I feel like you proved yourself in the past. Like there's no need to question if you are meant to be doing something. I feel like you are meant to be doing something. There's no need to question. Like people know you're meant to be doing this. There's no need to question if something's a part of your calling. It is. Like there's no need for questioning no more. In the past, you proved yourself. So if somebody here sees that, we see that. Everybody can see it. All right. So this is good. So now in the present energy, yeah, it's all about you continuing to do it. Like now it's like you got to keep doing it because you showed us that you're great at something. It's something that you're really good at doing. I feel like you be standing for a long time for some of you to do whatever this is. You can also be an actor, an actress, a model. I feel like you guys have to stand up for a long time, or like be in the same locations for a long time to do whatever this is. You got to sit for a long time or stand for a long time. I feel like you be busy, but you're the best at it. Somebody feel like you need more help. You could feel like this as well. Could the Aries, Capricorn? You could feel like you need more help too. Somebody could work in the beauty industry, or work with children, or work with parents or families. But yeah, you could need more help is what it looks like. It looks like because I feel like you have to do more work because you're there. There's less people. So I feel like you're doing a lot of the work. But if you had more help, you wouldn't have to be there for as long as you do. The time would be cut in half or at least a quarter. You're like, yeah, I feel like you be there too much, or like you be working too much. It's time to look for more people. You're like, yeah, stop working so hard. I feel like somebody that was there, that's there right now, they're gonna be leaving. So that's gonna make it harder. Kudos to Virgo, Pisces. Somebody who you would call a road dog, or it could be a woman, a mother energy, or a wife, a baby mama, an auntie, a granny. Somebody here, just a female. Somebody here though, they're gonna be leaving. You're like, yeah, mm-hmm. And so they could be a part of your family or your racial class, but they're gonna be leaving. And so with the Virgo, just get ready to hire more people, or like get more help, because you're gonna need it. If somebody's gonna need your help, if somebody here is trying to hire you or have you work with them, they're gonna need your help because somebody is leaving or ghosting or getting active or whatever. And so they're not gonna be there no more in any way. So yeah, it's gonna be harder. You're like, yeah, mm-hmm. What's your advice? But I feel like somebody's proven themselves, or this is you, like I said, Aries. I feel like you've already proven yourself to be really good at something, or somebody's proven themselves to be good at helping you. So it's like you can add this person to the team, but or keep this person on. But yeah, there's more people. Like there's people that are really good at the work that they're doing, and they've proven that. And there's people who are gonna prove that they're good at supporting you in something you do for work, or this is you. You're gonna be a great candidate to support somebody in the work that they do, or helping them build their brand or their business. All right, what's your advice for Aries? But that's what's coming in. People are gonna be leaving. You gotta hire new people. Yeah, come back. See, that's what's coming in. People are gonna be leaving. So if you're leaving, Spirit feel like you should come back. That's your advice, to come back to something. And if you already left, come back, Aries. You're like, yeah, Spirit feel like you should, because more people are leaving. You're like, yeah, yeah, yes, they are. And this could be good for you. You could want these people. This could be people you wanted to leave. So it's like now you can come in and do your big one for real, because these people were fucking with your energy. You're like, yeah, whatever. So Spirit feel like you can come back. They want you to come back, Aries. You're like, yeah. It's time. It's time. That's funny. What about for Taurus? What was your energy in the past, Taurus? All right, Taurus, the Seven of Pentacles came out. So I feel like you were sitting in the past listening to somebody argue, or listening to something go on. If it wasn't an argument, you were watching a game or something. You could have been watching a certain team. They could have been playing, or somebody could have been fighting. It could have been a fight or a game on. All right. But if it wasn't that, you were in an altercation with somebody. Tell me more. It was at somebody's house, or it was at your house. Yeah. If it wasn't at a home, it was at work. Somebody could work from home. For some of you, it was at somebody's house and they work from home, or it was at somebody's job or something, somebody's crib. Tell me more. I'm trying to understand. Oh, okay. Yeah, so for some of you, it was an actual fight, like or it was a game. It was a actual, like a football game, or like a basketball game, or like it was a game, or like a soccer game, or like a fucking fighting boxing match or something. So you was watching that in the past for some of you, or you were communicating with somebody, like you were listening to somebody talk to you about where they were going, an area that they were getting ready to go to. They could have been coming towards you, or traveling to come see you. Somebody could have been telling you they were coming your way. I feel like if somebody was coming to see you, though, you wanted them to, like, this is somebody you wouldn't mind kicking it with, or seeing, or hanging out with, or being around. Okay, you welcome them to your home or to your community. So, but they could have been having problems with their travels, or with getting to you, with their finances, or with their travels, or with getting to you. They could have been worried about that. So, could the Gemini, Taurus, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, so I feel like you helped them, you supported them financially, or you helped them with this problem. You're like, yeah. For some of you, it wasn't financially. For some of you, you had to just be there to support them emotionally. But somebody was going through something when it came down to like traveling or relocating or moving around here, doing something. I feel like you were worried about this. You were worried about them coming over, or you didn't have a problem with seeing this person, but I feel like you were worried about them. If this was like staying anywhere, you didn't want this person. This isn't someone you wouldn't want to stay with you. No, because the Leo, Libra, Sag. I feel like you would have been worried about somebody staying at your house because the Gemini, or you would have been worried about somebody being at your house or being around you, or you wouldn't want to have to take care of something, is what it looks like. All right, so you're like, yeah. All right, why is this significant? What's going on in the present? I feel like somebody was telling you about something they were going through. I feel like you couldn't really do much for them. All right. So in the present, yeah, you're not doing much for people. This is your energy. I feel like you're just not really doing much for people right now. Like, it's not personal. I feel like you're just not really doing much for people. Like, you'll listen to people's problems. You'll spend time with people on all that. But like anything else, if it comes down to really giving to people financially, you're not doing all that. I feel like even if you're talking, you don't have a lot to say. You're listening more than you talk. I feel like you're keeping it short and sweet. I feel like you're holding back. And people see that. Somebody can't stand when you get like that. Cause the strategy, Cancer. I feel like you don't care. So this is a time where you're starting to value your own energy or value yourself. You realize how precious your energy is. And I feel like you're just over something. You feel like you've been being abused. And I feel like you're over it. You feel like you've been being used or abused or like taken for granted here. And I just feel like you feel like you're a hidden jewel, or like you're like a missing jewel, or like a missing diamond, or a hidden diamond, or a hidden gem. I feel like you feel like you're being hidden or abused or pushed away or just not used properly. So you don't want to be used by somebody no more, and they don't like that. They feel like you're resisting them because you won't allow them to use you. What's your advice? It could be the same person from the past who contacted you about something, but and you couldn't really help them. You just gave them some words of advice. Is somebody you didn't want to stay at your house, or like you weren't trying to stay with them, or you didn't want them to stay with you. Okay. Your advice is to be kind, Taurus. All right, so don't be mean. You're like, yeah, yeah. I feel like this is the same person for a lot of you. If it's not, it's just somebody who act like that. Eh, They get mad when you don't care, like when you don't give your all, or when it's like, damn, bro. How much more do you expect? All right. And if somebody expects a lot, you're like, yeah, it's annoying, bro. There's somebody who expects the world. Right. How much more can one take? Right. Bro, something really be wrong with me. You're like, yeah. I was thinking about it, I'm like, I'm really fucking boring, bro. Like, in all honesty, I'm boring as shit. They're like, people wouldn't really know that. I feel like when I'm to myself, I'm fun on my own, but I'm boring. I feel like I'm a boring fun. Like boring to someone else would be fun to me, but I feel like when I'm around people, naturally I just adapt. So it's hard to even say like that I'm boring when I'm around people because I'm not. Because I usually just adapt to the energy. And so what needs to be added, I'll fill in the, you're like, yeah, missing components, and I'll make it a better atmosphere. But outside of that, I'm not gonna do too much. So like if it's good, the energy right. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah. So I just noticed like when I'm by myself though, I be chilling, bro. And I be having my own little time. Like I'm fun for me. But like I might be boring to the average person just like watching me on my own time. You're like, yeah. Yeah. I would have to have stuff to do because like I'm really quiet maybe like 70% of the time. 70% of the day. I'm quiet. I'm super quiet. I barely talk. For sure. You Gemini. Gemini. Bro, I'm still trying to find the Gemini that hacks people, that hacks YouTube. No, yes, Gemini, where are you? Nigga, help me. Mm. What's coming toward what was Gemini's energy in the most recent past? For my gym crystals. I'm trying to go fast, fast, fast. What was the energy in the most recent past? Yeah, I be trying to go fast, but these motherfuckers be having stories to tell. I'm telling you. Somebody here be having a story. I be trying to get their message out. That's what was Gemini's past energy in their past, in their past. All right. You were worried about something. You were afraid, Gemini. Because the Gemini, the Nine of Swords. It's so funny to me when there's people who like still admire you or pump your head up even though you're afraid or you're about to shit your pants. Like when you get like this, you're like, yeah, man. And there's people though who still admire you or still adhere to you or still pump your head up or still lift you on the high horse. You're like, yeah, bro, I don't even feel like I'm on it. You stupid Gemini. Somebody here always lift you up even when you don't know how to do it yourself, all right? It's the energy of feeling low, even when you're lifted. All right. So It's the energy of being afraid, even when there's nothing to really fear. I feel like for some of you, something could have to do with a secret admirer. Could the Cancer, Gemini, Capricorn, Aries. Oh my gosh, secret admirers. All right, or it just had to do with a secret. I feel like there was something you didn't know how to talk about. If it wasn't connected to a secret admirer, it's connected to your finances. You were hiding something about your finances or about your financial situation. Yeah, you were keeping that to yourself. Cool with the Virgo. Yeah, you were worried about your finances, but you didn't tell nobody this. This was a secret. You're like, yeah, you don't want to talk about that. We ain't gotta talk about that. You ain't gotta talk about that. You stupid. Good with the Taurus, Saggy, Leo. All right, you funny as hell. So I feel like in the past you want to talk about that. Spirit was checking on you. Spirit was trying to make sure you was good. Did you get some food? Sometimes, all right. Did the spirit trying to make sure? Did you eat? Did you sleep in a bed? Sometimes. So spirit is trying to check on you. You was good, right? I was cool. You wasn't that bad. Spirit feel like you had your needs. All right, could have cancer. All right, stop laughing. Stop laughing. So you wasn't down that bad. All right, not that bad. I could still do what I please. Right, you could still smoke your tree. You could still get your drink for something. I could still okay. So you could still all right. All right, literally for some of you, you were robbing the fucking store. Dumb as fuck with a Pisces. I know. All right, so we're done with those times, those days. Now we're in the present. So that was the past. You were struggling, or you were worried about your money. I don't know what that is. I feel like it was connected to your finances, or your status, or your love life. I don't know. Like it's almost like if you wanted the bitch or the nigga, you had to have the money to get him. So I was worried about my money because I wanted to get the bitch or the nigga. Or it's almost like you were worried about your status when it came down to what you did for work or your job title because you wanted to impress the bitch or the nigga. And so you hid your job title or your finances or what you did for work. Yeah. Okay. So it is something like that, Gemini. What's your okay, we're done with that. Those days are over. What's your present energy? Right? I don't know why you're like that. You feel like there's rules to this, to the game. Right? Could the Saji? I don't know why you're like that. Hey, so you're like, okay, all right, I want to do something. When there's nothing to do, I feel like you want to go somewhere, you want to do something. You're like, fuck, what is there to do? Where's there to go? It's the weekend. I feel like you want to kick it or go out or have fun or turn up. You're so bored. You're like, what is there to do? So there's something that you want to do, but you don't know where to go or like I feel like you don't want to do nothing with no new people. All right, no new friends. So you don't want no new friends. Could the Cancer? Aries. All right, so you're gonna invite somebody else who you already know. Could the Scorpio? Because you don't like doing things with new people. You're like, no. All right. Yeah. If you're not inviting somebody somewhere, somebody's gonna invite you somewhere because yeah, they don't like doing things with new people. But no, I feel like this is you. I feel like you don't like doing things with new people. All right. So you're gonna invite somebody somewhere, or you don't really like being around new people or something like that. I don't really want to go much into it. You're like, yeah, yeah. I feel like you used to kind of like talking about people from the past or things from the past. Like, yeah, you're used to the past. So we let you stay there. All right, what's your advice? All right, for Gemini, what's your advice? Okay, so be grateful. Oh, so spirit feels like you need to be grateful for the new people you come in contact with. You don't trust new. Oh, so they feel like you're only like that because your finances or because your status or something connected to that or something like that. Some of you don't trust people because of what you do for work or because your job title, so you hide what you do for work or your job title or something like that. But or you hide your finances or how much money you make. But you feel like the people you know or that you already are acquainted with or that you're used to or familiar with, you feel like they don't cause you anxiety when it comes down to you being who you are. Like if you broke, you feel like these people cool with it. You feel me? Like you feel like you don't know how other people gonna take you being going through what you be going through. I don't know. I feel like you know what I'm trying to say, Gemini. You're like, yeah, like you don't be knowing how other people gonna take you. You be afraid of what other people gonna say about you, what people gonna think about you when it comes down to your finances or your status or things like that. And so it's like you don't want to go out with people or be around new people. It's new people. It don't matter if you're a man or a woman, if they're a man or a woman. You don't like be around new people because you feel like you got to expose those things like your finances, what you do for work, or like and you're like you don't trust people. Or you just don't want to hear what they got to say. You don't want to be judged by people or something like that. You're like, yeah, you like what you used to or you like what you know, but spirit feel like, nah, you got to be grateful for meeting new people because they be feeling like they be bringing new people in your life and you be taking these people for granted. Like you don't, be appreciating the new people that they bring towards your life. And you don't be knowing. You're like, I don't be knowing if they're going to judge me or if they're going to use me or whatever your thoughts are. You don't know, and so you just get self-conscious. You're like, I don't know what they're gonna say or think, or I don't know what that is. But your advice, spirit feel like you need to be grateful for them, appreciate the time you have with them because those type of people don't last long. I feel like just like I told I think I told Taurus. If it wasn't Taurus, it was like Aquarius. Somebody don't want something from you though. They're like, no, they just want to get to know you. I think I told Aquarius that somebody just want to get to know you. I for Cancer, what was your energy in the most recent past? What was your energy in the most recent past? For Cancer. Cancer. Alright. As I feel like you were telling a lot of people no. You weren't really giving people what they wanted. Yeah, I feel like something was hard for you to talk about, or like if you weren't telling people no, you were just ignoring people. Right? Keeping your thoughts to yourself. Um yeah, I feel like you were very quiet in the past. So but I feel like there was a lot of fear. I feel like you was afraid of saying something or talking about something or confessing something or opening up about something. Maybe you felt like somebody cared. I feel like somebody else didn't care. You cared about something more than somebody else did. What's your present energy? So somebody didn't care about what you had to say, or about what you were thinking, or about what you were doing, or about how you were feeling. Like, you could have said anything, you could have thought anything. Somebody wouldn't have tripped about it or took it any sort of way, or like judged you for it or called you out on it. Somebody would have been blind to it. It's like they would have never knew what you said or how you felt or what you thought or what you did. So I feel like you said something, or you thought something in the past, or you felt something, or you did something, and whatever this is, I feel like somebody's not speaking on it, but you want them to, or you're scared they're going to. They're not going to. What's your energy in the present? And it's not because like they're mad, it's because they don't see it, or they can't hear it. Like, somebody can't hear something you said, or they can't see something you said, or like somebody wasn't there for it, or they can't hear it. Nobody's telling them. So it's like they would never, they're not gonna say nothing because they don't know. It's like they're blind to something, or they're dumb to something. You're like, yeah. So you don't gotta be scared, is what I'm saying. You're like, understood. All right, what's your energy in the present? But I feel like you're scared of them finding out. Could the Aries. All right, so in the present, you're waiting on something, or you're looking forward to something, and you're kind of planning something. You're planning on something to happen, or you're waiting on something to happen. This could just be the weekend. You could be just waiting on the weekend to happen so that you can go somewhere or do something. This could also just be to binge watch TV. You could be watching shit back to back. You could be doing something creative. This could be like your nails, your hair, getting a haircut, line up, going shopping. I don't know. So I feel like that's what you're on. Like, you're just kind of waiting for the weekend. Or you're waiting to celebrate or take time to yourself. I feel like you could be stressed out or tired or sore or in some sort of pain. But somebody's gonna invite you somewhere, or they already did in the past, so you're gonna wait to go to whatever that is, that celebration or event or something like that for some of you. And then because that's going on this weekend within the next 3 days or something. And then others of you, you're gonna just spend time watching a lot of TV or videos or something. You're gonna be binge watching things, or this could also be music, making music, listening to music. All right. But I feel like you're on the move, or you're around people that are moving around a lot. I feel like there's a lot of movement going around in the present energy. This is what you're waiting on. So this is what's coming in. It's gonna be a lot of movement. But right now you're just being patient. You're like, yeah. All right, so don't look back is your advice. And don't worry, be happy. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, like I say, you're looking towards your future. So spirit feels like you shouldn't look back. Keep looking towards the future. Keep going. Okay, Cancer, you're like, yeah. Just keep looking forward. Something you're already doing. So that's good. Yeah. I spelled it wrong. Here we go. All right, for Leo. What was your energy in the most recent past? I should have put that in the title, like also a daily reading or something. Like, yeah. What was Leo's overall energy in the past for Leo? I feel like somebody can't stand it when you be helping people or when you get help. All right, so in the past, it was the Eight of Swords, so you could have been dealing with a Gemini. I feel like you weren't really talkative in the past. You were quiet. This is kind of like Cancer's reading. Could be with the Virgo. And I feel like you were not interested in really being around too many people, talking to too many people, helping too many people in the past. I feel like people just be trying to use you. You felt like you were being used. Somebody else had this. Taurus. Taurus had this. And so you could have been with the Taurus. But I feel like you felt like you were being used or controlled or manipulated. So you freed yourself in the past. You stopped supporting someone, or you just stopped allowing someone to use you or control you or question you or lie to you or hurt you in some way. You're like, yeah. All right. So now your energy is the moon. So I feel like now you're hiding your actions a lot more. You're not really showing your hand. You're not showing people what you're really doing or what you're really up to. Um, yeah, I was gonna say that you have to be there for it. So it's like somebody would have to catch you when they can or catch you while they can. Because I feel like you're not gonna be around for things no more. You could actually be traveling or moving around a lot, like going from place to place, just like being in different locations to where you're not doing what you're usually doing or like things that maybe your people are used to seeing you do. You're not going to places that maybe people are used to seeing you go to. So you could be trying new places to visit or venture off to. But I feel like you're changing and you're hiding it. It's not like something you want the world to see or you don't want to showcase this off to the world. And so I feel like you would have to be there for it. Like somebody would have to see you in action or in real time to really catch you these days, because I feel like you're not going to be involved or you're not going to participate if you're not physically around. Because the Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. I feel like you're freeing yourself from things. So I feel like that means that you have to be free physically as well. I feel like you don't want to be stuck anywhere. I feel like in the past you felt like you were stuck somewhere physically or emotionally or financially. And I just feel like you don't want that for yourself. You want to be able to choose where you spend your time, where you spend your energy, where you spend your money, where you spend your intelligence or your ideas. You want to be able to choose where you access that or where you utilize that. And I feel like somebody was trying to control those parts of you. And so now it's like you're kind of creating your own rules, like you're changing the rules because you feel like you haven't been really treated fairly. People didn't really do as they said or like follow their rule book. And so it's like now you got to teach people how to treat you. So you're going to create your own way of life, your own rule book. And it's like you're gonna live by it, but other people got to live by it too if they want to, be around you or talk to you, because it's like this is how you treat me rule book. It's like somebody got to learn how to treat you, and they got to learn that they can't use you. You have to be willing, If you're not willing, then you won't be involved for long. So this is gonna be a surprise. This is gonna come as a surprise. Somebody's like, you got away. They can't believe it. I feel like someone's just not realizing you got away. Oh, whatchamacall had this advice the last time? Cancer. So don't worry, be happy, and don't look back. Yeah, somebody's like, you're getting away. So it's like, I feel like they're just not realizing it. You're like, yeah. Yeah, they could be contacting you or trying to communicate with you. But it's like the judgment, the tower, they just realized it. I just realized it. You got away. All right. So don't look back. You're done. And don't worry. Somebody here can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you really got away? You got away from me? Yeah. I'm not coming back either. Oh, it's so sad. You had to run away. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm almost done for Virgo. I love it when I get to the nitty gritty. What was your past energy, Virgo? All right. So I feel like in the past, you let go of something. Something here was like a major release for you. All right. Yeah, I feel like you let go of some sort of way of thinking or an ideology or something. You could have also physically went somewhere. This could have been traveling to another state, another country. You could have ghosted in the past. Some of you guys could have found something out about your family as well. You could have had to let go of something connected to information on your family or on a financial situation. Could have went to Aries, Taurus. But I feel like you stopped giving yourself to your family. You feel like they were jealous in the past, or they were competitive, or they competed with you. So you stopped wanting to be around. Could be with the Leo, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini. I feel like you were probably more helpful in the past. You stopped being as helpful or as productive, or you stopped being around as much, or you stopped being as supportive, or you stopped being as disciplining or as involved or something. What's your energy in the present? But I feel like you felt like it was because your family was causing problems. But I feel like you were part of you were causing problems too. I feel like you have a hard time letting go of control. With the Aries, Scorpio, Leo. I feel like you like to control things. I feel like it causes you to have like a hard time communicating with people who also feel possessive of their energy or their world or their finances or their likeliness. Like somebody's a god just like you, or somebody's a goddess just like you. Like I feel like, not to look down on somebody, but it's like I just feel like somebody see themselves on a high. You're like, yeah, right. So it's like I feel like in the past you just had a hard time. You had to let go or walk away from these type of people, or like let go of some sort of ways of thinking, because sometimes you could think controlling, and like these people, they think like that too. So it's like you're meeting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, somebody here just as controlling. or they feel just as empowered as you do over their life or their being or their finances or their future. And so you're like, yeah, what's your energy now? So that's what's going on. They're fighting you on something because they feel like you're too controlling, and they don't have nothing to say to you because it's like every time in the past, every time they try to talk to you about it, I feel like you would argue with this person, with the Aries. So now you're trying to really let something go. You keep trying to run away from like a burning bridge, but you a part of the bridge burning. It's like, how do you set the bridge on fire and run from it? Wait, I just threw the gasoline. Right. And so how do you set the bridge on fire? How do you add fuel to the fire on the bridge and then try to run off the bridge? So I feel like right now you're trying to run off a bridge that you set on fire, that you helped set on fire. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Good Aries, Taurus. And then you keep getting stuck or caught up or like, it's almost like you're running from your own demolitions or like your own chaos or your own hell or like your own, but it's like you're causing the demolition or you're causing the chaos or you're causing the hell, or you're a part of it. You added fuel to it, and then you're trying to run away while something's on fire or something's blowing up or something's burning up. You don't want to die in it. You don't want to get caught in it. And so that's you keep doing that. You're like running from something. You keep trying to blame somebody else, Virgo. But you're the one, you could be doing with another Virgo, but you're the one running. And so you're running again. I keep running. Yeah, like a little kid. Like, where are you going? Wherever you're running from, you keep running from the problem. You're like, I get it. It's like a kid. You keep running from it. Could the Libra, Aries. I'm like, where are you going? The problem is still happening behind you. No matter if you like, it's still gonna follow you. So something's following you because you're running from it. I don't know why. You gotta stop. You're running from people. It's like people, somebody's doing something wrong, or they're not a good person, or they're not living the best life. Because with the Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Taurus, and you just running from them. And some shit are like, I'm not saying help this person. I'm not saying teach this person. I'm saying like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't either. I don't. Okay, Spirit. I don't either. Okay. I don't know what to tell you to do. I don't know. I don't either. That's why I keep running. I don't know, Tiori. Okay, so Spirit, why do you keep talking about, what do they do? You stand alone, but you don't run. You gotta change the way you move or change your strategy. You're like, yeah, you gotta be willing to go through the fire, go through the tower. Like you gotta be willing to go through that. You can't. You're like, yeah, I can't really explain it. You're like, no, I get it. But you gotta stand like, you gotta be the last one standing. So it's like, yeah, the bridge is burning, but it's like, yeah, I know you'll make it off the bridge, but it's like, Virgo, you can't, nigga, make sure that you make it off and they make it off too. You're like, yeah, the enemy, nigga. You're like, yeah, no, I get it. The liar, the setup. We can't all make it off the bridge, right? The killer. You're like, right, no, I get it. All right, so it's like, if you know you a part of it, that means you can do something about it to stop it. Do you know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, even if you weren't a part of it intentionally, Even if you didn't know somebody's true intentions, you're like, no, I understand. Okay, you can do something to solve the problem if you're a part of how the problem got started. If you're connected to somebody who started you're like, okay, I get it. You can help solve the problem. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying help this person. Help us get this bitch or nigga out of here. Help us solve the problem, Virgo. You're like, no, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, you're getting it. You're getting it. That's what I'm saying. You can't just run away while we're trying to figure out how this bridge set on fire. We're trying to figure this out. We need you to tell us some answers. You were here for it. You saw who did it. All right, we need to know. You're like, no, I get that. That's all we're saying. All right. What's your advice? Yeah. All right. What's your advice, Virgo? You're done? Yeah, so something here is gonna make you cry. But just know it's gonna be sad. Something here is bad news. So just know that you're gonna be protected and know that people aren't gonna be helping you at these times. Who else got that information? Aquarius or Pisces? No. Aries. I think Aries got that. Is Aries. So just know that people aren't gonna be helping you at these times. If somebody says they're gonna do something, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna do it. If you thought somebody's gonna do something, they're not gonna do it. Um, Make sure you're also taking care of your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, your skin. But cry if you need to, Virgo. I feel like something's sad. You're like, yeah, All right. What's Libra need to know? What came in their past that was significant? What happened? What happened in Libroni's past? It was significant. All right. What happened in their past for Libra? What was their energy? Okay, so I feel like in the past, Libra, you were looking forward to something. This could have been going somewhere, talking to somebody, celebrating something. This could have been doing something for a job. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like that was your energy in the past. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I feel like you were lit. I feel like you were focused on making something come to life. Okay. You were putting something together, working on something. This could have been a project as well. But you were trying to make something come to life. You're trying to make something real. All right. Something came from either your pain or your genius, something you just cultivated and created from past experiences or just new imaginative thoughts. Okay. So it's good. It could also have been from boredom. You could have been watching a lot of TV. You could also have been playing the game a lot or watching people play the game. I don't know. They got these where you could watch people play games online. I forgot what they're called. But those, you could have been watching a lot of TV, binge watching something. But yeah, this could also be music. I feel like you're making something come to life. This could also be photos, content. Okay, but it's work for a lot of you. So now I feel like your energies. So I feel like you finished it for a lot of you. You're like, yeah, you did it already in the past. All right. So I feel like now, yeah, it's done. Okay. With the Aries, something's ready to be put out or it's ready to be put on display. Could the Cancer, Virgo, or this is what you're currently doing. You're putting something out that you recorded in the past. It's ready to be put out or it's ready to be put on display. So that's what I see you doing. Could with the Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So this is good, Libra. You're like, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, somebody here could be a teacher, a speaker, a counselor. They could be a doctor or an assistant or a pastor. Somebody could be an artist, a writer. I don't know. Somebody could travel for work. Right, but I feel like somebody doesn't want you to let go of a job. So the goal is to keep you working. So I feel like that's what you're gonna keep doing. Um, because I feel like somebody just doesn't want you to let go of a job. This could be time. Like time doesn't want you to let something go. It's like time keeps pulling you back to doing the same job over and over again in like new ways. And it's like you're doing the same job you did last year, the year before, but it's like you're doing it in different ways. And it's like something keeps pulling you back to this job. It's like if this isn't people trying to hold you at this job, it's like time is holding you at a job. Like it's like every time it's time to leave, you love it more, or you start to fall in love with it more, and then you stay. It's like, and then you do something new. You try to revamp it or revitalize it or make it new, or give it more value or more credibility or more substance or more attention, and then you go back and you want to stop doing it again, and then it's like a cycle. You're like, no, I get it. I don't know. So that's something you're gonna realize you're doing. You're not able to let go of a job, and you keep staying there. I feel like you're really good at it. It could be a competitive job as well. I feel like you're really good at it, but yeah, this might be an actor, an actress. All right, I must go, but I do feel like it's like you're not really moving forward. You're like, no, not when it comes down to learning anything new. I feel like you're the teacher at this point. Could the Leo, Saji. So it's like you know everything, and it's like you're like, that's what it is. Yeah, I feel like you know everything. So you're getting bored with knowing everything about this job, what it entails. And now it's like all you can do is be great at teaching people how to be as great as you. And because you don't know anything new there, because there's nothing new to tell you. You know everything. It's like you've been there for so long. But what's crazy is like there's new things you're supposed to be learning, but you can never learn it. Because when you're meant to learn something new, you go back to teaching what you already know. You're like, yeah, yeah, you stay there. All right. So that's what you're doing. You're giving back to your job because you're going to stay at this job. It's all you know. And you're going to teach people how to be masters at something that you're a master at or that you've mastered. You're like, yeah. What's your advice? Have fun, Libra. If you are planning to do something coming up, have a good time. But your advice is to listen. Yeah. So I feel like it's time for you to be a student again. Like I feel like you're trying to be a teacher, but I feel like Spirit wants you to keep learning shit. And so now it's time to go back to school. You gotta be a student again. You gotta stop teaching or something. You're like, yeah. That's why I feel like listen mean go back to school, learn again, open up your ears. I feel like you're supposed to be learning. You're not supposed to be teaching right now because it's taking you away from experiences and new skills or new, you're like, yeah, new arts, new crafts, new gifts. Who next? Um, Scorpio. All right. What's Scorpio's energy in the past? What's Scorpio's energy in the past for Scorpio? Damn, that was everybody's energy. Okay, Scorpio. So something could have to do with either work for some of you or children. All right, but I feel like I feel like you got left behind or you got left waiting or you got stood up or somebody stood you up or left you hanging or had you waiting. You're like, yeah, they didn't show up or yeah, they left me waiting. Yeah, they stood you up. All right, cool. The Aries, Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius. So I don't know if you're waiting on a Virgo or an Aquarius or Aries, but somebody robbed someone. I don't know if somebody's robbing a Virgo. Okay, I don't know if you're waiting on an Aquarius or an Aries, but somebody robbed in the past. Somebody robbed a Virgo or a family connected to a Virgo. Could the Gemini? They took money from them. Mm. Yeah, it's somebody in their friend group or your friend group. It looks like you're one of your friends or one of your cousins or one of your siblings. Could the Scorpio, Cancer, but it's somebody connected to you. That's crazy. It looked like the person who stood you up in the past that you were waiting on. You're like, yeah, that's the person who robbed somebody. Could the Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So there's a lot going on here. Somebody had people working with him. One person was lying to you about meeting you somewhere or getting back in touch with you or whatever that is because they were planning on robbing somebody that was connected to you or connected to your family or so they did. It was all happening at once. And somebody can't help but to do this. All right. Okay? So I don't know what to tell you. What's the current energy? There's a thief on the loose, I guess I could say. You're like, yeah. Mm-hmm. But your confirmation is whoever that person is that left you waiting. You're like, yeah, yes. That stood you up or left you hanging. All right. Yeah. So your current energy is disappointment or regret or loss or sadness or something. I feel like you're sad. All right. You could be needing to apologize to somebody, or somebody could be needing to apologize to you. Right? I feel like there is sadness. Yeah, they were. That Capricorn, they were telling the truth. You like that Capricorn wasn't lying to me? No, no, they were being honest with you. You could need to apologize to that Capricorn. They weren't lying to you. You feel like somebody was lying to you in the past? No, it wasn't them. It was somebody else. I feel like you feel bad. I feel like you thought somebody was right lying to you. You can trust somebody. You find out it was somebody completely. You're like, what? That's right. The person that had you waiting. Could put Leo, Libra. That's right. Somebody was being honest with you the whole time. I feel like the Capricorn didn't even know. Somebody was gonna rob you. They didn't even see that. Yeah, I didn't even see that coming. But the Capricorn wouldn't fuck with this, and they know the thief. You're like, yeah, if it's not a Capricorn, it's a Libra. But somebody here, they wouldn't fuck with this. They know you're thief. They know this person's thief or somebody's thief with a side G. And so the Capricorn, I see them talking to the thief, somebody who's holding on to somebody's money. But whoever's money this is, they're in your family or they're in your circle. Somebody robbed somebody's money, somebody holding on to somebody's wealth. But yeah, it's somebody you're connected to, Scorpio. You would live in the same city as this person for sure. They would in right now. You would be in the same city, or in the past, you would have been in the same city as them. Yeah, I feel like right now you're around them too, Scorpio. You're like, yeah, it's somebody you would live in the same state as. If it's not the same city, it's the same state. Are you in the same state as this person right now that got robbed? You're like, yeah, But whoever robbed him, they're not saying nothing. But this person, there's a Capricorn or a Libra. Somebody can get in touch with them. They know the thief, and they're gonna contact them because yeah, they don't like this. You're like, yeah, no, no, yeah, yeah. What's your advice? Somebody's gonna help you. You will overcome this. Yeah, 'cause I feel like you made a bad decision when it came down to working with somebody, and I feel like this person, they robbed you or set you up. Or, when it came down to doing something with somebody, I feel like somebody robbed you, they set you up, and now you're at a loss. I feel like you're just sad because you just didn't listen or you didn't know. But you're gonna overcome that, Scorpio. You're like, yeah, yeah. Somebody wasn't lying to you. Though. The Capricorn was telling you the truth. You're like, yeah, they're being honest. They're solid. They was trying to help you. Anyway, you win some, you lose some. You next time you'll think of it sooner. You'll think of it sooner. I apologize to that motherfucker. Okay. Saji. Alright. What was Saji's energy in the most recent past? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Damn. The Five of Cups want to come out so bad. Sadness, loss, depression, okay, disappointment, despair. It's like, dang, Five of Cups. What was your energy in the past? I feel like that card wanted to come out so bad. It's the victim card. You're like, right, okay. So for Saji, all right. So I feel like in the past, you're funny. All right. You and somebody feel the same way about a bitch or a nigga. Could with the Aries, Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer. I feel like you and somebody feel the exact same way about somebody. So I feel like in the past, you're able to resonate with a person about how you feel about another person. You're like, yeah, there's somebody who agree with you. Yeah, I feel like you and somebody both don't care for someone. You both don't like someone. You would never want to be somebody's homie, lover, friend. This is the type of person who rejects and denies the truth. All right, they're a liar. Could the Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, and they're meant to hurt people. They want to create their own narratives. They don't want the truth to come out. They want to create the lies and keep them going. Cause the Leo, Capricorn, Aries. So there's just somebody here who you're not fond of, and there's another person who agree with you. Like, I don't like them either. Could the Virgo, Aquarius. I don't like her. I don't like him. All right. So that's good. All right. So that changes that in the past that changed the way somebody looked at you. All of a sudden you don't like them. They feel like at first they thought you fucked with them. Now they feel like because she don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. Because he don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. Because da 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 don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. So somebody feel like all of a sudden you don't fuck with me because somebody else don't rock with them. It's like now you don't rock with me because they don't rock with me. You was just rocking with me, Saji. Now you switch up because this bitch, this nigga could be with the Libra. So somebody's mad about that. They feel like you just switched up on them because of another bitch, another nigga. No. All right. All right. Yeah. I just feel like you're really sad. You want to be victim, so let's let you. All right. Cool. Saji, Scorpio. Please, please let the blame be on them. All right, Saji. So we'll let you play victim. All right. A little boo boo, a little wham wham. So you're playing victim, and it's like this person's like getting angry. They don't like it when you do that. All right. They're kind of feeling at this point like, how dare you? All right. As if you didn't have your own brain, as if you didn't have your own thoughts, as if you don't have your own. Somebody feels like you're gathering this information with a third party. Okay. Somebody's helping you think like this. Somebody's help. Somebody's helping you feel like this. Somebody's helping you say these things. Somebody's helping you. Yeah. So somebody feel like you're being core horsed or like you're like, yeah, it's core horse. All right. Hee hee hee. So we do laugh. I don't know. I mean, I feel like, to each his own. Somebody feels like this isn't coming from you. You would never think this. You would never say these things. You would never act like this, Saji. Cool to Leo. Yeah. All right. So you just want to cry. You're like, I just want to fucking cry, bro. This is really fucking my heart up. Yeah. All right. You feel like somebody's abusive at this point because they make you feel like you're being abusive for being sad. Like somebody here is delusional. They're making you feel bad for being sad. That was the past, though. You're like, yeah. Now we're getting to the future. I feel like you were worried about the future in the past. Because with an Aquarius, Gemini, I don't want to talk about the future. I don't want to think about the future. Right. Yeah. So you were trying to keep the past going for as long as bitch possible, little nigga. You wanted to avoid the future. You wanted to avoid time. All right. You felt like something here, baby, did not need to go no further. I feel like it was already getting to the nitty gritty, getting down to the wire. So in the past, you were worried about the future. Somebody became abusive because they made you feel like you were being abusive, all because you agree with somebody when it came down to a negative narrative about this person. The narrative was true. You're like, yeah, absolutely. Because the tourist. And that's the problem. Somebody know it's true. That's why they're mad, because this is somebody who rejects the truth. They deny the truth. They want to create their own narrative. Remember, you're like, I remember. Okay, so that's what they're doing in the past. It looks like they started to do that. They wanted to create their own narrative. They could have been getting invited places, inviting people places. That's why you were sad. You weren't around and you weren't a part. All right, cool. The Pisces. I wasn't there. Libra. Okay. So you didn't know how the future was gonna look. Now I feel like you're figuring it out. You're like, yeah, you have sight, clarity. You could see your future. Cool with the Leo, Aries. All right. So this is good, Saji. You're like, yeah. What changed? For some of you, money. You got some money. All right. Somebody else did. Cool. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aries. Hey, so for some of you, somebody got money that changed things. All right, that made the world go round. Yeah, so all it takes is a little bit of bank. You stupid. Okay. Yeah. So somebody did for some of you. That's what changed. Somebody got money. Could the Saji, you got money, Saji. All of a sudden, this was coming in. All right, so it's the current energy. It's like all of a sudden you got money. All of a sudden somebody got money. All right, so that's the solution to the problem is money. You're like, that's not a solution. I know. I don't think that was really. That's not really the problem. Like underneath it all, that don't be the problem. I feel like money is the cover up to the real problem. You're like, yeah, somebody use money as the cover up. It's like the fix. It's like money cover up the problem, and it's like it fixed the problem temporarily, not for long. You're like, no, nah, cause every time somebody need more money, they're always gonna get money again. Somebody never be down for long. Like, good, the Gemini. Somebody know that money is not the problem. The problem is somebody can't stand to see somebody agree with you, and you agree with somebody about how they are, who they are, right? Don't ever talk to somebody else about me, bitch or nigga. Don't ever talk about right how you see me to another bitch or nigga. Don't ever talk about my past to another bitch or another nigga. Like it's about the fact that you and somebody else agree. Okay, you're like yes, that somebody is a liar, or that somebody is abusive, or that somebody is neglectful, or that somebody isn't responsible, or that somebody isn't, or that somebody. You're like right, we agree. So that's the problem. Somebody's mad. You have a friend who thinks like you, who feels like you about them. And so money's not what the problem, but somebody feel like no, money's the solution. All right. I feel like you're gonna find a solution when it comes down to protecting yourself from a bitch or a nigga. All right. You're like, yeah, maybe they treat you like this because they don't have money. But I feel like as soon as they get paid, or as soon as they get money, or as soon as they get up financially, they get away. You're like, yeah, that's your solution is wait until they get more money. As soon as they get money, you can push them away further. You're like, that's shit. They just need a check, Saji. Somebody here just need money to push them away further, get them away longer. They only act like this when they start going broke. All right, cool. Scorpio? Cause, okay. Alright. So they just waiting for that payday. As soon as they get paid, you push them away. So just wait till they get paid. They get paid this weekend. You like, yeah, it's the next 3 days, Saji. Alright, you stupid. Could the Aries. Cancer. Alright. Yeah, it's a conversation over the phone. You're like, that's what happened. Yeah, they not gonna tell you for some of you that they getting paid. Yeah, they not gonna tell me. No, that's what you're like, how am I gonna know? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So somebody's definitely not gonna tell you when they get their money up. You're like, man, how are you gonna know? Because they start hiding shit. All right. You're like, yeah, they start hiding shit. This could be food in their fucking bedroom. I don't know. Somebody could be hiding grocery. Somebody could be hiding toilet paper. Somebody start hiding shit, strategy. That's how you know. When somebody start hiding shit, you're like, yeah. Alright. So they got money when they start hiding their purse. You notice everything that they own, it start going missing. Nigga, where the fuck is this bitch's purse? Where the fuck is this nigga's wallet? Nigga, everything with nigga valuables to it go missing. Nigga, where the fuck is this nigga's keys? Nigga, where it's like they always got it on them. You're like, yeah, you never just leave it on the counter no more. You never just put it in the dresser no more. Somebody here always got it. So hey, that's when you notice like somebody always got it's like you're possessive as fuck over this little bag, bitch, over this little purse. Bitch, you're possessive over this little wallet, nigga. Somebody get possessive over their possessions. And that's when you know what I'm saying? You possessive over this cereal. Nigga, you possessive over this frosted flake. So when somebody start getting possessive over the food or over their possessions, they're like, yeah. And they start acting weird. Like they stop putting the food in the refrigerator, they get their own, or nigga, you're like, yeah. That's your confirmation. What's your advice? We're done, Saji. Right. That's what it got. We're done. It's when it get like that, Saji. You're like, okay, yeah. What's your advice? Listen, all right. So somebody here, I'm not a fucking liar. This shit gonna be funny as hell. All right. So, who else had that advice? One more sign had it. Eh, Leo. If it wasn't Leo, it was like Virgo. Well, yeah, one of them had it, but that shit was funny as hell. So make sure you listening, okay? Yo, yeah. Oh, it was Libra. It was Libra. You could do it the Libra. And you're like, yeah, yeah. So that was their advice. Listen. So at these times, Spirit feel like there's something you need to be learning or getting information on. So keep your ears open. You're like, yeah, make sure you take in information at these times. But yeah, that shit funny as hell. Somebody trying to hide their snacks and their possessions, nigga, their money, their purse, nigga, ID, everything, nigga. Do not try to look for this shit. Somebody want to make themselves seem broke as fuck, all right?